Welcome everyone to another lesson review. We're looking at Thursday's section of the lesson, and it starts off by saying that we should read 1 Timothy 5, verse 11 to 13. And that says, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Now we ask you, brothers and sisters, to acknowledge those who work hard among you, those who care for you in the Lord and admonish you. Hold them in the highest regard in love because of their work, and live in peace with each other." People in leadership positions are usually under a lot of stress, as Moses was. In that situation, they don't need friends and family reacting like Aaron and Miriam did, with jealousy and resentment. Good leaders need our encouragement and support. Think about a leader you admire, a teacher or a pastor, one of your parents or a friend, even someone of your own age who is in a position of responsibility in school or church, on a sports team, something like that. Take a moment to call or email them, write them a note, telling that person that you think they're doing a good job. So we recognize that it's important from this to support our leaders, to give them a word of encouragement, because they are human too. So they are going to need people to boost them, let them know what's working, what's not working. We should not only give the negatives, but we can also give words of encouragement and positives as well. One of the things that comes out here is people in leadership are under a lot of stress. They like to say, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And Moses would have been under a lot of stress as the leader of so many people. And this was one of the reasons that we see for the jealousy. In that, when we read Humble Heroes, he got some advice. Well, it says that his wife Zipporah cared for him and made her concern known to her father Jethro, and he gave some advice to Moses. And Moses then created captains over hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s, and so on. And people would go to those individuals instead of going to Moses and Aaron and Miriam. And because of that advice, the responsibility, the amount of responsibility, the amount of quote unquote attention that they would normally be used to was reduced. And I think that was behind Miriam's issues, right? As a result of that, she was upset, right? And the jealousy came forth. But we should also try to make, as best as possible, the work of our leaders lighter. So at home, for example, we have a mother, father, just helping to keep the place clean, organized. At school, helping to make sure that your class is, in an orderly way. All of those things help our leaders. At church, being on time, attending your classes, participating, those things help the leaders. But above all, we should pray for our leaders because they have been appointed to do what they're doing, and we should support them as best as possible. All right, guys, take care. See you in our next episode as we prepare for the lesson on Sabbath.